friend. I'm Shani and welcome back to Crafted Daydreams Co. If you've ever looked at your planner and thought, why can't I get this to look the way I want? Or how do I make this mine without overthinking it? You're in the right place. Today I'm flipping through my current planners to show you how I make planning feel good again without the pressure to be perfect. Let's flip through to see how February and March played out for me. Let's start with my Erin Condren Life Planner. This one is my primary planner, and I love that it's a mix of beauty and function. Here's a look at my reading log for the year. It makes me happy to see what I finished, and I'm excited to watch the spread continue to grow throughout the year. Each month, I post an update on Instagram and update each book as I finish them on Goodreads and Storygraph. Links are in the description if you want to stay up to date. I found that using the monthly spreads in the planner works perfect for memory keeping. So using the Pizza My Heart kit, I've captured some of the moments of love during the month of February. I'm also experimenting with the dashboard and notes pages in this planner each month. For February, I set up a currently spread and used spaces for memorable moments and wins. Then on the notes pages, I used it for monthly action steps towards the goals that I have. And here's February's weekly flip through. I keep a pretty consistent setup where each week I have a section for timed appointments, to-do lists, and highlights from the day. I like to use the full boxes to fill out some of the white space and have a theme to highlight something happening that week. Then in the sidebar, I put a box for weather, habit trackers, and the occasional to-do. March was a special month. We had a family vacation to celebrate my mom's 60th birthday and my husband's cousin's wedding. I had a ton of pictures I wanted to use for memory keeping that all wouldn't fit into the monthly spread. So I used the dashboard page to enlarge some of my favorites, and I used the notes pages for monthly goals. As we flipped through the weekly spreads, I used my typical format, but when on vacation, I knew I wasn't going to have appointments or to-do lists, so I left those sections open for even more pictures. Using the weekly spread in this manner makes it feel so freeing because I'm able to flip through these in the future and have a physical space to see all the pictures we have. I always say, let your planner work for you. Even if all I do is lay down stickers, I know I've made a space for joy. And that wraps up February and March in my Erin Condren Life Planner. Now let's talk about my Happy Planner Classic. This one I mainly use for HB90 prep work, project planning, and time tracking. The time tracking, though, I've really struggled with. And I know with starting a new job, I need a better rhythm. And I haven't used many of the other pages in this planner, and I'm honestly thinking about trying a few layouts or even considering how to expand my Erin Condren to work for the shop and my job tasks. So be on the lookout as I try to navigate this shift, because that's the heart of planning, right? Letting your systems evolve as your life shifts. There's no one right way, just the way that works for you now. Next up is my Commonplace Notebook, a dot grid bullet journal that I got off of Amazon. And in it, I like to keep notes from articles I'm reading or nonfiction books that I'm reading. This month, there's not a lot for me to add, but when I read an article from the Imprint app, I like jotting down the notes in there. This is probably my most personal planner right now, and it's the Sterling Ink Common Planner. I use the quarterly pages to track my cycle and Oura Ring stats. The monthly spreads in the month of February, March, though, completely dropped off, and I'm okay with that, and I'm trying again to get those being used. The same thing kind of happened in my weekly pages as I'm trying to find a rhythm for them. Initially, I was going to use them for meal tracking, but I've found it's a lot easier for me to do that in my phone. So stay tuned for the end of April, May to find out what I'm using these weekly pages for. And last but certainly not least are my daily pages, and these are my little pieces of sanctuary. Every day I sit down to journal, and I journal on gratitude, manifestation, prompts from the Coffee Monsters Co., daily horoscope from the Chani app, and a tarot pull. I either use physical cards or the Labyrinthos app, and I just really love a little bit of time every day to kind of start my day and play with stickers. A lot of the stickers you see across these pages are from the sticker books you can get at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Lots of them are the Happy Planner stickers. And the vellum pages are printables that you can get from Sterling Ink when you sign up for their newsletter, and I print them on vellum at home and use some washi tape to tape them in. If there's one thing I hope this flip through showed you, it's that planning isn't about perfection. It's about creating a space that reflects you. So if you've ever felt stuck, unsure, or like you're not doing it right, you're not. The real issue isn't you. It's that most systems don't leave room for how you think, feel, and create. But when you find a style that supports your creativity and honors where you're at, then that's when planning becomes something you want to come back to. You don't need to choose between pretty and practical. You can have both, and it can feel freeing, fun, and uniquely yours. If this inspired you, give it a like and subscribe for more cozy planning chats. And let me know in the comments what's your favorite way to use your planner right now. See you next time.